Bakaero, ore no ramen misete. What's going on, everybody? I'm Frank Reed, and as you can see, I bought myself a green screen so I can do this. Pretty fucking cool, right? But back to the main topic, as some of you might know, I've always been a connoisseur of pop culture. But there's always been one branch of pop culture that I've been slacking on, and that's cartoons. Chinese cartoons, to be precise, or how some people like to call it,
anime.
The reason I never got into
Anime
is very simple. If something has cartoon in its name, it's made for children. Let's just be honest. And do I look like a child? No. I am a male in my prime. Furthermore, if something is made in China, it's probably shitty. You know what's from China? This plastic piece of shit. Fucking garbage. But I'm glad I gave
anime
a chance, because honestly, everyone can find something for themselves in it. People who like fighting, people who do sports, pedophiles, hopeless romantics, sci-fi fans, genetic dead ends. So let me tell you a story about how I started appreciating that branch of Chinese culture. Straight off the bat, getting into
anime
isn't easy because you're surrounded by all those YouTubers that keep saying shit like, "Hey dude, watch One Piece. I know it's like 5,000 episodes, but come on, it's dope. Yeah, I know this monologue took like 5 episodes, but it was a good monologue, man." Don't listen to these fucking people. They are sad people. I will get to the recommended cartoons in a second, but first, let's start with some preparations. If you're living with parents or roommates, then I strongly advise you close all the curtains and lock all the doors, because you don't want your mom to walk in and see you watch this. You might as well throw your dignity to the trash at that point. If, on the other hand, you are living alone and your neighbors are in an advanced phase of dementia, then I recommend turning up speakers to max volume so you can truly appreciate the art. Now, I treat my viewers with a lot of respect, so unlike those YouTubers, I'm not gonna tell you what anime you should watch. Not like the other guys. Instead, I'm gonna talk about some of the genres of
anime
so you can choose your favorite kind. First one is fighting.
anime
There's not much to say about it. They fight, and they usually have superpowers. An example of that would be Naruto, where the main protagonist
I'm Naruto Uzumaki.
wants to become a Hokage, which is like a president of a ninja village. That's just fucking stupid. Plus, the village is called Hidden in Leaf. What the fuck does that mean? What, is it hidden behind a bush or on a fucking tree? What is happening? But don't worry, the ninja bullshit is quickly dropped. And instead of throwing shurikens, they throw meteors. And instead of summoning snails and frogs, they summon megazords. That's a spoiler. You're welcome. Subscribe right now. So if you enjoyed beating the shit out of your friend with a stick, and you don't like using your brain, this might be something for you. The next kind of
anime
is hopeless.
anime
Now, my dear viewer, let me ask you a question. Are you a respectable, hardcore, good-at-nothing gamer whose last interaction with female was 5 years ago? That's great. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Because you can relate to 99% of protagonists in this fucked up category. Maybe except for the fact that, for no reason, they literally drown in pussy. At least most of them do, and that subcategory is called
harem
So if you're watching this shit, then give yourself 5 points to disappointing your parents. I would normally say girlfriend, but let's be honest. If you're watching this shit, you don't have a girlfriend. Then there is
エッチ、変態、
and the main difference between them is that
変態、
it's like a game of tic-tac-toe. It's very quick and straightforward. Like the main character just introduces himself like, Konnichiwa, my name is Yamaha Nagasaki. And the girl goes... But then there's an issue of...
エッチ、
And like I said before, if
変態、
is a game of tic-tac-toe,
エッチ、
is a fucking 100 years war. You have to watch the entire first season to see a nipple, and then the entirety of the second season to see the second nipple. People watching this are so patient. They are like Buddhist monks, except they live in their mom's basement and they can travel back in time because otherwise they wouldn't have enough. No one has enough time to watch this shit.
What is wrong with you people?
But as an objective reviewer of a high caliber, I also have to talk about the negative effects of watching.
アニメ、
There is no denying that
アニメ、
it's a drug. And as a drug, it has by far the most fatal consequences of overdosing it. Because, for example, when you overdose heroin,
You die.
but when you overdose,
アニメ、
you become much worse than dead.
You become a weeaboo.
Has your friend been acting weird lately? Is he, for example, maybe a little too excited about his new katana collection? Has he been rocking his new anime merch? Or maybe he started throwing in some Japanese words in conversations.
Hey, konnichiwa, my man. How's it going? What's going on?
Or maybe even worse, maybe he bought a body pillow and has his own waifu. In that case, I'm afraid there is nothing you can do anymore. You have to let him fully embrace the Chinese culture and let him commit the ritual.
スドク、
Let's end this review with a fun fact I have found about
アニメ、アニメ、
It's hand-drawn and computer animation originating from Japan. Chinese cartoon, Chinese culture, embrace the Chinese culture. Oh.